Whichever way you look at it, the Derby is pretty much a one-horse race with Camelot at the head of the fairs, and he has been for a long, long time. Is now long odds on and virtually unbackable, do you think?
Oh, no, nothing's unbackable, Rob, is it? You know, you still get people want to go down and put their brains on Frankel in that. Whether you want to take 4 or 7 about a Monsieur and for a jockey, you know, riding round Epsom, I don't really know. He's inexperienced round there. Very interesting how he gets down to the start in that. I wouldn't back him until I see him down at the start. I'd rather take 2s on than 4 or 7, making sure the horse is calm and relaxed. He's a Monsieur, you know, we're not Monsieurs alike. He looked calm and relaxed at Newmarket, but it's a different ball game, isn't it? The old hullabaloo and all the band playing at Epsom, the long walk down to the start and all that. I don't know.
He's shown no signs of boiling over or anything like that in the past, has he? But this is altogether different.
There's many horses done it and then gone to Epsom and boiled over. I mean, it's just, you know, 4 or 7 on everything in your favour, isn't it? He's the best horse in the race. You know, he's won the Guineas. He's bred to get a mile and a half. Aidan O'Brien's not run it since I Chaparral, was he? A few years ago. It's just. In fact, I'm going to tip an Aidan O'Brien horse to beat it. I think Astrology's overpriced.
Do you?
Yeah, he's pulled out a couple in the race, hasn't he, as you were pointing out earlier in the
Father
week.
of Science and Imperial Monarch. And Tower Rock actually have come out.
Well, that's 3 of them. He must think Astrology's got a chance. I think he won at Chester. I think he handled the ground at Chester, but I think being by Galileo, I think he's going to enjoy the faster surface.
Are you going for him on terms of value, basically?
Also, he's a good horse. I think he's proved. I think he's won the trial by 11 lengths, didn't he? He bolted up in the trial.
That might have been exaggerated because of the ground.
There's always that thing about the heavy ground, as we see with Homecoming Queen. You either look at it as exaggerated or it's one because of it. There's either one way or the other. Although I'm back to Astrology at 12 to 1, and I also backed him without market, without Camelot. And I think Brian Moore's I'd say he's a good jockey book. It's an understatement, isn't it? I'd rather have Brian Moore on my horse than Joseph O'Brien. No disrespect to Joseph O'Brien, he's just starting off, and it's obviously blood's thicker than water. But you asked anyone who you put up, I think it's a no-brainer, isn't it?
So you're
and the rest of them, I don't fancy.
Well, I was going to go through the rest of them. Let's start with Bonfire.
No, I don't think it's a screw. I think it's a nutcase here.
So if anything could boil over, you think it could be this one?
Oh yeah, I mean, you see it. The York, as soon as he got past the winning post, he ducked right. Why is Ectiarm not running? They're running out in the French Derby. I think Ectiarm should have beaten him. I don't fancy Bonfire.
Okay. You're going to lay Bonfire then?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Could be burning all my money.
Cavalero.
Hayley Turner's got the front page for it, but it's not good enough in any known form, is it?
All right, main sequence.
Again, started off in handicaps. I backed it when I went at Newmarket, tipped it, as you know, when it won the Lingfield Derby trial. John Gosden's maiden was second in that, Shantaram, wasn't
right, yeah.
And John's got another one in there, so he must think that's better. So, again, at the price, I think it's an awful price.
Okay. Mick Dam.
Again, that one at the race at Chester, that had got beaten out in Dubai on much faster ground. The horse who was second in that race at Barry Horses is not turning up here. Why? And again, it only beat it a short head. I don't think it's good enough.
Minimise risk.
Again, just not good enough, is it? It's one a maiden and just nothing else.
Similar comments probably apply to Rugged Cross.
Yeah, exactly the same comment.
And Thought Worthy.
Well, Thought Worthy, I think, is an interesting animal. He's an half-brother to Lucano. I think it was 4th or 5th in this race where he won the Ledger. At the moment, again, Gosling seems to have a stranglehold on the ledge, which reminds me so much of Mars Marvel, who ran in this race last year. Of course, the ground was desperate at Sandown. When it beat it, again, Imperial Monarch beat him, didn't they?
Yeah, it did.
So it's not turning up. So Aidan must think them other 2 are better than that. And I know, on that premise, I can't have Thought Worthy.
Yeah, he needs a bit of cut as well, probably, doesn't he? So, I mean, all in all, he's got a bit of a... I mean, there might be a very good horse in it, but it's got a bit of disappointing shape to it, don't you think?
Again, you know, everyone always says about the Derby how disappointing. You know, I remember the year before Galileo, when he bolted up and won really well. You know, motivators are saying that you know, is a bad year, and that come out in one. I don't think there's ever a bad Derby. There is, you go back to the likes of
I'm not necessarily saying it's going to be a bad Derby, it just looks a bit of a, you know, there's not too many sexy horses in there, you know, where they're beating horses in the Guineas, where they're beating horses from the trials and all that.
Well, again, I've actually gone back through it, you know, again the other day and just thought, where's the value in it? And I just thought, yeah, Astrology tips a lot of boxes. Well backed in the week as well. I'd like to see a bit of money for it. He could have run the others in the race. I like the breeding. The Dan won the Group 1 race on good ground over 10. I think this could improve. I think it'll be out there in front as well. You know, I think this could be, you know, I really do think it comes second. I mean, it's a good horse, Astrology. I think Aidan knows that, and that's why he's running it here.
It's interesting you've talked there about going out in front. If you look at the race, it's where do you think the pace may come from? You think it would be?
I think Astrology.
In front and
yeah, I mean, he's run over a mile.
Catch me if you can.
He's run over a mile and a half in Boston Ground at Chester. It was just going away at the end, wasn't he? His breeding suggests he wants a mile 6. I think he'll go out there, Brian, and dictate matters.
That's interesting because Bonfire will hold him up, won't they? Probably.
I think so. Yeah. Bonfire held up. The other also main sequence was held up.
Held up at Lingfield, wasn't he? Yeah.
I think Fort Worthy will be up there because again, I think he's more of a mile 6 animal possibly.
So he could get an easy lead, Astrology.
I'm hoping so. I'm going to give Ryan Moore an easy lead, and of course we all know problems. And again, I don't want to decry Joseph O'Brien, but his experience around Epsom is, is not a lot. And if he does get held up behind horses, we see it last year with Ryan Moore and Carlton House, didn't we? Much to our chagrin, And even the winner, poor Mark, got messed about. He was just the best horse in the race by a country mile, wasn't he? Maybe Camelot could come and have that devastating turn of foot, but yeah, I'm excited by the race club. I know you ain't, but Camelot could be a superstar, couldn't he? He's unbeaten. He could be really could be another Cedar Star.
And then we'll be talking about Camelot against Franco. That'll be something.
Possibly. I can't see him dropping back to the mile to take on
10 furlongs.
Would they put Franco over 10 furlongs?
Well, they're talking about it.
You're talking about it. I'm actually seeing it. But
yeah, York maybe in the
possibly with an horse like that. I don't know. I'll worry about that when it happens.
Astrology to make all hopefully and win, and also back Astrology in the market without Camelot.
Yes.